Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. Some public transport groups are asking the LTFRB to reinstate their routes in time for the resumption of in-person classes. Gerard De La Peña is reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City for an update. Hi Gerard, what's the latest on this?
Issues that are hounding the sector. Well, speaking at an online forum this morning, the Liga ng Transportasyon at Operator ng Pilipinas, as well as other transport groups from Northern Luzon and Southern Tagalog, are asking the LTFRB for the reinstatement of their routes. Several of these routes were suspended as a result of the Transportation Department's rationalization of routes. The LTFRB or LTFRB Chairperson Cheloy Garafil said they are carefully studying the PUV group's call to reinstate routes. Garafil said groups who wish to have their routes reinstated should write to the LTFRB to have their request processed. The LTFRB earlier said that it will reinstate 30% of bus routes plying the University Belt and Quezon City areas in time for the resumption of face-to-face classes. Aside from this, the groups also want to know if the agency will push through with PUV modernization. They noted that the implementation was rushed, resulting in a number of operators losing their franchises to bigger operators since they weren't able to raise enough funds for new vehicles. Sean Garafil said that the PUV modernization will be fine-tuned so that the small transport operators can also comply. She also said that she's very much willing to have a dialogue with various transport groups as long as this will permit her schedule. Sean.
All right, thank you so much for that update, Gerard De La Peña, reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. And the Health Department is again asking vaccine manufacturers to extend the shelf life of COVID-19 vaccines that are about to expire. DOH officer in charge, Maria Rosario Vergeire, said they're coordinating with the Food and Drug Administration to amend the emergency use permits of vaccine manufacturers. Vergeire also said that the private sector can donate vaccines that are near expiry to LGUs and other organizations in need. Advisory Council of Experts member Joey Concepcion earlier flagged over 1 million vaccines that are set to expire by August. He also urged the government to allow second booster shots for the general population in order to prevent vaccine wastage.
Kasama po yan doon sa mga hinihiling natin sa manufacturers to extend the shelf life. Yung iba naman po, may polisiya naman kasi ang ating vaccine cluster that if they would want, we can assist them, that they can provide this or donate this to local governments or to some organizations or some workplaces that will be needing this.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Department of Migrant Workers has launched its One Repatriation Command Center to assist distressed OFWs who want to return home. Jenny Dongon with the report.
Saktan din po kapatid ko. Tapos po yung sahod niya hindi rin binibigay ng buo.
Cherry sought help at the Department of Migrant Workers in Ortigas Avenue. She said her 23-year-old sister, who is a domestic helper in Kuwait, is being physically abused by her employer. Her sister was able to send pictures of her covered with wounds and bruises.
Unang buwan niya po, nagreklamo na po siya sa akin, nagchat na po siya, na nahirapan siya doon. Po yung pangalawang buwan na po, sinabi po sa akin na binugbog siya, pinadalang picture lahat po.
This is also the same case for Luisa's daughter, who is a domestic helper in Saudi Arabia.
Yun ang reklamo ko kasi baka ma-depress yung anak ko, baka hindi ako makatagal doon, hindi ako makatulog, baka mapakamatay na lang siya doon eh. Kaya nga sabi niya, Mama, na nagsisisi na raw siya.
These types of complaints has pushed the DMW to launch their One Repatriation Command Center.
The One Repat Command Center will work as a unified mechanism and also as a physical manifestation of the department's priority agenda, which is to help our distressed OFWs. Physical because there will be at the second floor of this building a command center wherein families of OFWs will be able to walk in and provide information as to the whereabouts, as to the welfare problems.
Reports of OFW abuse will be encoded and documented in the center's database so that whenever families and loved ones of OFWs request for updates, the DMW is able to easily provide them. And once distressed OFW arrive in the Philippines, government agencies will continue to assist them and their families.
Pag alam namin na papauwi na sila, yun namang National Reintegration Center for OFWs magde-develop ng mga programa based sa needs ng worker at ng pamilya niya. So, imamatch siya sa tulong na rin niya ng DOLE and iba pang government agencies kung saan siya pwedeng makapag-umpisa uli.
The DMW will also work hand-in-hand with the Foreign Affairs Department. Families of distressed OFWs may contact the One Repatriation Command Center hotline and email. The center also accommodates walk-ins and is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Quezon City government has rejected the request of activist group Bayan to hold a protest action along Batasan Road on Monday. The LGU insisted that the area is not a freedom park and any form of protest could affect the normal flow of traffic in the area. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla is eyeing to digitize all jail records to fast-track the process for the release of qualified prisoners. Remulla added that he has asked Malacanang to appoint a DOJ Undersecretary for Digital Infrastructure who will oversee the digitization. Filipino-American R&B singer Her will play Belle in the 30th anniversary special of the Disney classic Beauty and the Beast, which will air on December 15 in the U.S. The multi-awarded artist will be the first Afro-Filipina to portray a Disney princess on screen. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.